For today's video, we're going to change the oil in my 1988 Yamaha Virago 1100. The first problem that I run into is I can't get this used oil container underneath the motorcycle. So what I have to do is jack up the motorcycle a little bit. The easiest way to do that is to simply roll the motorcycle onto a board, which I will do now. So we roll the motorcycle up onto the boards. Don't forget you're going to need to have a little something underneath the kickstand, because the kickstand is going to be higher at this point. You want to give the engine, say, 4 or 5 minutes of running time to warm up so that the oil is not so thick and will flow freely when you pull the plug on the bottom of the engine. The next thing I like to do is clean up the oil filler area. This area tends to collect a lot of sand and road trash, and you don't want any of that falling into your engine by accident. So anyhow, the next thing we'll do is pull the oil plug underneath the engine and drain the oil. Once the oil is drained, the next thing to do is to pull the oil filter. This is a real pain in the neck on this motorcycle. To pull the oil filter, you have to break down the foot peg and bracket that holds the foot peg. So to pull this assembly, we take the rear nut off. Once we've got the rear nut off, then we go to the one that's in the front of the motorcycle. This nut is tucked away between the exhaust and the engine crankcase. It wouldn't be hard to take this off, but getting it back on would be very difficult because there's very little room between the exhaust pipe and the engine casing. So what I do is I simply loosen it to the point where the whole bracket will move out of the way. I also pull the actual foot peg, and that allows me access to the bottom screw on the filter cap. With this assembly out of the way, we pull the 3 screws out of the oil filter cap and pull it from the machine. Each one of these 3 screws is unique, and so you have to make sure you put them back in the same hole that you take them out of. With the filter cap removed, now we just pull the filter out and put a new filter in. Now it's just a question of reversing the procedure. Once I've got the foot peg bracket secured, I go back to the other side, put the oil drain plug back in, and add the oil to the engine. Checking the oil level is done by looking through a sight glass in the bottom of the engine. And this is like totally impossible to do. It's useless. What I do is the unit takes about 3.25 quarts of oil, so I put that much in, start it up. If you put a filter in, it's going to take a little more than that. And just run the engine for a couple of minutes and see if the red light for low oil comes on. If it comes on, you add more. If it doesn't, you're all set. Well, that's it, folks. Changing the oil is easy. Changing the oil and filter is a royal pain in the butt. That is all. If you like these videos, hit that little old like button and don't forget to subscribe so you'll be updated when new videos are put up.